that I think is very, very difficult for a lot of people to take is that nobody cares. Nobody cares about you or anything else. The only thing that they're trying to do is show how amazing that they actually are themselves. And I know that this sounds very cruel, but there's very few people in academia that really, really, truly care and that they will reach out and do something. There's only a small number of people that are willing to do that. The vast majority of the people are too busy thinking about themselves than anything else. And I know that that is a really tough thing for a lot of people to come to terms with. But once you come to terms with that, then you start leading your own life. And you start looking around and you say, you know what? I don't care either. And I'm going to lead my own life and take charge of my own life. And it takes a long time to realize that because you're striving so much to get to the point where you have somebody care and you want people to look at you and, you know, give you all of this sort of, hey, you did a really good job. But nobody cares. The only thing that they reward, that academia rewards, is that you have another publication and it doesn't matter how you actually got there. And I know that sounds really crude and really rude and people are going to say, well, you're discounting all of my effort and all of that kind of stuff. That is true. But there is a lot of people that try and a lot of people that put in a lot of effort and they don't get there. The only thing that matters is the outcome. They don't care about what you're doing, all of the work that you're putting in. That doesn't matter. It's one of the few careers that's very much just output oriented. Everything else does not matter. How you actually make it doesn't matter. So these ugly truths are really tough to take. Often for somebody, you know, like myself, that grew up in I had a wonderful family. I'm going to have to admit, I had a very wonderful family and they really cared for me and they deeply cared for me. And I grew up in a community that, although it was tough in a lot of different ways, there is a sort of politeness to the community. And so growing up and moving on and doing things that are bigger and better often is very difficult. And what you need to do and what you need to realize is it's you that has to take charge ultimately, and you have to do the right thing. You can't worry about what other people are doing. You can't wait until they come to the rescue and do the things for you. You actually have to take charge of your own life and make it so that you are the one that's being kind and generous and doing the things that you think are right. Ultimately, if you fall prey to the whole academic game, you see it time and time again, over and over and over again. And I'm going to tell you this, there's only a few outcomes that ever happens. They burn out or they die. Everybody goes through that. And you have to take a step back at one point in your life in the academic journey and you say, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Isn't there a better way? And everybody that's a senior professor, everybody that's been in the game for a long time will tell you that story. How they, after some time, they had this revelation of, why am I doing this? What is this all about? I want you to reflect on that. I think that's an important thing for all of us to take a step back and say, why am I actually doing this? Figure it out yourself. Be kind, generous, do all of those kind of things. Ultimately, if you play the game long enough, you become the game. And you are that person that nobody else wants to be around. Good luck. Hopefully you make the right decisions going forward.